And what's happening, everybody? How is everybody doing today? I've got music playing for me in my ear, but I don't have music playing for y'all, so hopefully that won't get any people triggered. But I got music playing for me because otherwise it sounds like I'm talking to myself. That's why I usually have music playing in the background. But anyway, what's up, y'all? Wanted to let everybody know there is still some merch out there. If y'all still want to look at some of my stuff, if you want to look at ways to support the channel, that's one way to do it. The merch is there. I'm going to be changing it up soon, but it is there. Take a look. It's in the description too. But please do take a look at that stuff. Now, take a look at all that stuff in the description. Shows you how to become a member. Shows you my website. Shows you all that stuff. So take a look at that and help support the channel. So let's do some shout outs because it looks like you guys are out here talking early today. People are starting talking really early. Big Chris was starting to talk around 5:15 my time. So Big Chris was here first saying what's up. Then Mr. Anthony Lachey was here also. Mr. Pete Lane. Mr. Wiggle Fingers RC. Notice the guys with the little the mark next to their name. Those guys are members, so they're supporters of the channel, and I very much appreciate it. If you guys want to become members, it's in the description there, and there's a little join button there also if you're on a desktop. But if not, there's a link there. Take a look at that. But let me keep going down. Big Chris, I said him. Mr. Wigglefingers, saw you. Thanks for being here. Mr. Wild Bill, what is up with you? Thanks for being here. EQRC, what is up with you? Keith Christie, what's up? Craig Bevan, what's happening? Mr. Victor RC Jets is here also. What's up with you, my friend? Andy Cho, what's up? Hopefully you're going to have some good time at those air shows this weekend. Mr. Wild Bill, Jeff in Lower Alabama, what's up with you? I think that might be pretty much it. Randy Huffins, that's it. What's up, Randy? How are you? Thanks to everybody for being here. Not going to go forever today, but I do have some stuff I want to show off. As you can see, I've got planes here that I've been working on, getting this ready for the show, trying to get this one ready to fly, but I probably won't do that one. But I have been RCing all day today, and we'll be RCing all day tomorrow and the next day, and for sure on Saturday, because that's the day of the show. But keep going down here, seeing who else is here, see if I've missed anybody. Shadow Ops, I see you. What's up, Mr. Shadow Ops? How are you? See if there's any other people in here that I missed. The Fred Barron, there's he is. What's up, Mr. Fred Barron? Pops 305, what is up with you? You're gonna want to hang around because I finally got something to work that you will like. But today's show is gonna be full of a whole bunch of good stuff. So wanted to when is Best in the West, Victor? Because I know that's coming up, and I know that there's the one going on here this weekend at Amos. RC Flying Veteran, what's up with you? So, yeah, guys, the show's gonna be good today. I got a whole bunch of stuff. So this is kind of cool. Let's get out of this banner right now and just talk about some stuff. But there's a Gooniac33.me. Don't forget to look at my website. Check it out. But let's get to some questions or just the Q&A and me talking and running my mouth kind of stuff, whatever. Let's see if I can move the camera so it's not looking upside my head. But anyway, so I'm pretty excited. I finally got some stuff working the way I wanted, and I'm going to be able to show you guys here in a little bit. And then I got some new stuff. Big shout out to Mr. Spencer Keith because he's the one that's he's the guy that started trying these things and is real pumped about them. So I ordered some of the same stuff that he got, and I'll be showing y'all what that is later on in the show. But for right now, let's go ahead and answer some questions if you guys got any. But I wanted to talk about something that was kind of important today because I always make sure to go through and check the check all my planes before I take them out to display them for the public. And I'm glad that I did today because I caught something that would have been a major problem. My rocket plane, which has been serving me really good for the last 6, 7 years, something like that. I changed the servos in it probably about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even longer than that. And I was doing a pre-flight check and checking all the systems and everything on that plane today. And what do you know? The right aileron elevon was just going was skipping. So thankfully, we're 3 days before the show. Was able to get the servos switched out and set up. So I actually got the plane set up better than it was before. I have some digital Metal Gear 9 grams when there were some 7 grams in there originally that were actually really good, but the 7 grams tend to be very easy to strip. So wrong kind of strip. So I got those switched out. I went through and I checked my yes, exactly, Shadow Ops, because the day of the event, there's nothing I could do. I wouldn't fly it, and I always do a pre-flight, so I would have done a pre-flight, had everything ready to go with all the rockets and everything on there, and then no can go. So I got everything set up today. I was going to test fly it today, but I'll test fly it tomorrow or Friday, either one of the two. But I got the ME-163. I went through and had to add that to the new radio to my NX-10. I had it on my my DX-9 before, but I have it on the 10 now. So I'm going to do smoke with that plane. And then I'm going to do, excuse me, then I'm going to do the rocket plane. So I got both of those together. I'm going to do this bird, fly this at the show too, because it's such a powerhouse. It's going to be cool for some for a display. I got Mr. Super Dingus going to be there with us, putting on a 3D demonstration for the crowd. So it's going to be good. But I mean, the most important thing is that I'm testing everything early, so it's not going to be a mad dash at the end. So I got all that stuff together. And by the time we're flying, it's not even going to be that. Craig Bevan, smoke setup is for the ME-163. So let me a second here. We have on the ME-163, I think I might even be able to grab it. We have there's a little hole in the back where you can set up either a rocket or something else. And I have Jameson Clark. I knew you were going to say that. I have the rocket. I don't like the rocket because there's no cup in there. And if you have the rocket, most of them, stupid thing, will have a parachute charge, which shoots all into the inside of the plane. So I'm not going to do that. So I just started doing smoke with that plane because it actually lasts longer. And we have it's a little cartridge that looks perfect. And it does a trail of smoke for basically about 2.5, almost 3 minutes. So yeah, so we do have a smoke setup, and I've even set it up to work on my GB, where I could have them on both of the either in the middle of the wing or on both of the landing gear. But for electric planes, you can do smoke. But I'm going to do rockets on the Ultra Z, and then Craig Bevan, yes, it does have an ejection charge, but with my rocket plane, I have it. I'll even show you guys. I'll show you what I've done. I have it set up with some irrigation piping so that it's a 90-degree and it blows the ejection charge out the side. It looks kind of cool. So I had a hard time finding the ones that didn't have an ejection charge. So I made it work in a way that doesn't destroy things. So, but another plane that's actually kind of cool, the ME-163, I can do a pretty cool controlled snap roll with the smoke, and it looks pretty cool. Anyway, so we're gonna have a whole shindig for Saturday, but Nate's gonna be doing 3D. Gonna have EDFs out there. Gonna have giant scale warbirds out there. Gonna have a giant scale civilian plane. Then we were gonna have a helicopter, but he ended up canceling, which I kind of expected, but it's okay. The helicopter is always a hit for the crowd because people are very ADD or ADHD when it comes to RC planes. So we do stuff that keeps their attention, and the helicopter scares the crap out of everybody, and they love it. So we're going to have to mix it up with some other stuff. We got EDFs, which are always fun to have through in the beginning and then middle of the show, and then we'll have bigger planes. Then to cap it off, it will be a turbine. So have a little bit of everything. It's actually gonna be pretty cool this year because you've got flyovers. I have the same guys. Nate will find out the guys that usually fly over Tomcats with their um, the parasail planes. What's up, Mr. Sam Davis? I see you. Thanks for being here. Um, so yeah, we got that, and then we have a big formation fly with about 8 to 12 planes. They're gonna go do some formation passes, 3 or 4 passes. Then a couple more flyovers later on, and then we're gonna have our show for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what the crowd's like. We'll gauge the crowd. If they're gonna get usually 20 to 30 minutes, the crowd start getting antsy. So we're probably going to be capping it off at about 35 to 45 minutes because people get weird. But you never know. This is going to be an actual aviation crowd, so we might actually have people there the whole time. So anyway, that's that. Y'all got any questions? So let's see. Yeah, I was talking to Nate about a 3D plane. I'm more into something that's fast and precise, so I like pattern type planes. I don't do much 3D. I like because number one, 3D isn't very realistic. I like flying planes that fly more like the real thing. So my type of flying is more like the real thing. John VHRC, what's up? What is the square root of 6? Your mama. That's what it is. Um, so Jetman, where's this Jetman? I didn't see Jetman. Oh, there he is. What's up, Jetman? Um, Lots of cool stuff coming out. So last week, I don't know if you guys, how many of you were here, but last week I went and showed off a whole bunch of new affordable planes that are coming out, and then the next day, Banana Hobby debuted the planes that I'd already talked about. So take a look at last week's show, or um, just to see that there's some new affordable stuff out there. Hand launch planes in the 50 and 64 millimeter size. Lots of cool stuff. It's not fair just to make it so that everybody has to buy a plane like this, which is almost $700. Not everybody can afford that. So something like this PC-21 right here, that thing's cool because it's affordable, and I got it on sale, so it's even better. But there's a lot of stuff out there that pretty much fits everybody, and I don't want it to seem like everybody's getting all snobby with certain size planes. So the fact that there's such a wide variety of planes that's available out there, I think that's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be able to be something for everybody and make it so that everybody can afford this hobby that's so much fun and get the most out of it for whatever their budget is. It shouldn't be something where it's like a helicopter that's minimum $1,200-$1,300, or a turbine, which is starting at 12 to 1,500 for the airplane, or some of the ball swords. They're just expensive. It's best to be able to take full advantage of the hobby for all that it is. So that's if you haven't watched last week's show, showed a whole bunch of that stuff. And this week's show, I'm going to show you some more affordable stuff from me that I make, and then some more stuff that you can purchase. Again, shout out to Slapnuts, aka Spencer, because he's the one who pointed me in the direction of this. But I'll be showing that stuff here in a little bit. But I want to talk to y'all for a little bit more. I'm going to try to be out of here by 7:30 my time, which is about what? It's my phone. Which is basically about 25 minutes from now, which is about all we need to be able to do this. Since we've got people here, a couple people that you guys to check out John BHRC if you haven't already. His page is very cool. It shows all the latest in RC stuff. He's showcased a couple of my things, which I appreciate. But be sure to check out his channel. Who else? Mr. Jeff in Lower Alabama, check him out. He's always posting stuff. He's on here too. You can click his DM somewhere in there. Who else? Shadow Ops is always posting stuff. If you want to see this crazy setup that I'm talking about, I'll talk about it a little later, but I'll put up a Slapnuts page here in a little bit later on. But don't want to give it away till I actually show it because there's some really cool stuff from other companies that fit everything here. So my kid going out to go work out. Anyway, yeah, John, you do good stuff. I got to shout people out that do good stuff. Um, so yeah, so we're gonna get into this other stuff here in a little bit, but y'all need to tell me what's going on. Oh, hey, not that one. Oops, sorry. Pops 305, glad to hear it. Now, like I said, hang out because I got something that you're really gonna like. It blew me away because I wasn't expecting it, but I've shown you guys some of it before, and I'll compare them all today when you see it. But something I've been working on for a while. Like I said, I've been quiet, but that doesn't mean I'm not working on things. But I got some stuff that people are going to be very interested in, and I got to branch out and do a little bit more than just burners, which I'd always intended to do. But now I'm even more into that because I've got so many burners spread out around the world until I got to start spreading some more of the Gooniac goodness all around the world. Um, so let's see, you guys talking about somebody fanboying for Free Wing. Hey, people like what they like, and especially doing what he's doing with them now. Uh, but I'm gonna show y'all later. It's pretty damn cool. And Spencer, once we get to that point, if you've got some links for your videos and stuff you've posted, do it then. Don't do it right now. Let's do it later. You can post that in there if you want to show off some of the things you've done. But I don't want you to give it away yet because we gotta look at some other stuff first. But yeah, but we gonna get into some stuff today. Um, I've got a few more planes I need to get ready for the air show, and I'll do that. This is one I already showed you. I'm gonna get that one, but I still got a couple more to do, and I'll do that tomorrow. But we are going to take a look at some cool stuff that I've done. I'm gonna start working on other setups for planes. You've already seen the Beech 18 or BJ Tina, as Siri says it, calls it in my car. If I'm trying to say that to someone, it says BJ Tina. Um, let's see. Now there she goes. I didn't want to talk to you right now. Anyway, so I already got those lights that I've set up for those. I have more lights that I'm going to be doing. Basically, set up custom lights for all different types of planes. Doesn't really matter what they are. I'll be able to set up lights for pretty much all planes out there. But we're going to start with some of the ones that are on the market. But I'll be able to do it for custom as well. I just need to get a little bit more info from the people, and I can tell them what I have, and we can do it that way. So I'm going to branch out, do more stuff, and I'm going to show a little bit of that today. The cat's making noise back here, knocking on one of my boxes. But anybody see the new Twin 50 from Multiplex? No, I didn't know they had one. There is a new 64, like I showed you guys last week before Banana Hobby came out with it. But there is a new 64 twin SU27J11 with like 4 different schemes coming out. No, Banana Hobby's not first to have it. No, Banana Hobby's not looking to check it and make it better. But Banana Hobby is going to be one that's selling it. But the people that have been doing it for a while are Fly fans, and Fly fans are already selling it through some other places. If you want to take a look, and then there is some of those other planes from that are at Banana Hobby right now, but you can get them other places. All the links are in that other video I showed. There's a new nose burner project. Yeah, nose burner. You can see it sitting like where is it? Right there. Can't leave it on the ground. It's got to go in there like that. Booty burner. The booty burner. But anyway, no, I didn't see this Twin 50 from Multiplex, but what I'm liking is that there's more smaller EDFs coming out. EDFs that are smaller are more affordable, easy to transport. I used to be able to transport 9 planes in my trunk. Granted, I hadn't really branched out into some more stuff. They were all hand launched, but they're all little small planes. But it's cool. It's nice being able to have different varieties. So a Learjet, oh okay, with twin 50s, nice. And yes, I totally agree with you. I'm wishing that somebody would come up with a micro servoless retract, and I know it wouldn't be that hard to do. Somebody just needs to do it. I mean, they already have all the linear actuators in that size. You could just do it one with the retract. I don't know. It's something that can be done. I think it could be done. I'm tired of fixed gear, so and I'm actually going to try one of those. I'm probably going to get one and get one of those 6S setups for that and turn it into a rocket ship. Why not? Shadow, not anymore. All the ones that are coming out now are what I've switched most of my planes to, which are either 10 or 11 blade fans. The 11 blade fans sound fabulous. So they have new fans, and they sound really good. My Screamer, I don't know if you guys ever heard my Screamer, but my Screamer is a 50, and with the 4S 30C 1600, that thing's over 120 miles an hour. And the new planes coming out have that same size fan, but better motors, so it can be done. No jet should have fixed gear. I think that they all should be some form of retract or hand launch. Retracts would be better. That would be really cool. A small plane with retracts, that'd just be awesome. So anyway, yes, they're actually worth it, and they're pretty cheap. So yeah, Jetman, my favorite fan was a 10 blade, and it was made by RC Lander, but Hobby King put their name on it, and it was a 10 blade in-runner, and it sounded really good. It wasn't the most powerful. I still have it. I should probably take it out of the plane. I've got it and put it in something else. But awesome fan, and I could do a burner with that one, which I should probably do. But yes, they are quiet and they are efficient and they're fun and fast and all that stuff. So anyway, I got to get going on to this other stuff. So we are going to segue into the other things I was going to do, and I'm going to make it quick because it's not a whole lot to talk about. But I need to go set up my camera to do it. So I will be back in a couple minutes and be right back. I am going to play some music, so I'm sorry, but I'll be back. Okay, so let me know if you guys can hear me. Um, I've got the other headphones on, so hopefully you're still there. Um, you guys hear me? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to set up the other camera, and I want to make sure y'all can hear me before I start moving stuff around. I've got to get this phone set up so that I can see my other stuff here, so that y'all won't be seeing a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff, but you'll see the stuff that I want you to see. So hopefully y'all can hear me. Camera's right there. Okay, so let's see. Not that. We're gonna go to the other camera. Now look at my fat head. Last thing y'all want to do is look at my fat head. Don't want to see my ugly feet either. So let's look at this right here. Telephoto. No, not telephoto. Just go to back camera. There we go. Then point this down. Got a little bit of everything out here on the table, so it's gonna look a little funny. But that's it. Let me get to the chat where I can see, where I can hear y'all. I can see what you're saying, but give me a second here. Still setting up. Thanks for y'all patience. It's going to be very kind of rudimentary, but it's going to be what it is, and that's just going to be what it is. That there. Go to here. There you go. All right. So this is something I've been working on for a little bit. I'm going to get that banner out of the way. I've already shown you guys this before, but I showed you with the older style LEDs, and I was still on the hunt for the type of LEDs that I liked, but I wasn't able to find them. So I did some more digging and was able to find some LEDs that I liked. So let's do some, and normally I'd have a receiver controlled switch to control all this stuff, but I'm not going to do that today because it's a little bit unnecessarily complicated. So let's just go back to what we started with. This is for an FMS 1450 or 1500 P51. So these are the guns that I'd started working with. I did not like the frequency of the flashing. That was too slow. So not quite the way that I wanted it, but it was something, and it worked. So I figured, what the heck? Let's at least get started on something and show that I'm working on it, but it was still too much. So let's look at some of the new stuff. So normally, like I said, this would be on a receiver controlled switch. Right now, I'm just running it directly off of a 3S battery. But normally I would run, oh, hey, look, who's that? Mr. Nate Cowgal, with his favorite little airplane. Anyway, this is what I'd started out with, and it's normally it would be on a receiver controlled switch so that you could switch it on and off from your radio, but this is way too slow, way too slow. So that's one color. And I've got another color that I'd tried. This is just a clear. This is like a clear / white that I was working with. So let's check that one out. Actually, we've got the. Okay, so let's get that one going because that was slightly different color. And again, it's just a bright white LED, and they flash at a slow frequency, which I don't like. But at least they're a little off. And when they turn on, they all start the same, and then they start alternating. So this is the original setup, which is kind of cool, but it was only kind of, and not what I cared for. So we're going to look at what I was able to figure out. And again, this would normally be on a receiver controlled switch, but I'm not doing that right now because it's a little too complicated. But receiver controlled switch would be the easiest way to do this. So we're going to simulate what that would be. Now I have two different colors and two different varieties. So those of you with something that just wants to be like a regular slower style machine gun, you'll see what I'm looking at. So, and I can get these in several different colors. So this is one. This is the one that I'm the most happy about because that looks the most like a machine gun. Granted, it's white and red, but still, you know, if it's tracer fire, you're going to see a little bit of red anyway. And it could be white, it could be yellow, it could be amber, it could be whatever. Now the crazy thing is, unplug that one. You can't really, or just cover it. You can't really see here, but all of these are changing too. So this is actually changing kind of cool. And you can get that in several different colors too. And this is just blue and white, but I can get them in several other colors. But this is exactly what I wanted. So this way, when you turn it on, it's going to look more like a machine gun. So let me just unplug this other side. Let's just do that side. I have it on a Y right now, so I'm not blue. But this way, it's going to. So if you flick the switch, it's just automatically going to come on and boom, boom, boom. It already looks like a machine gun. So that's going to be kind of cool. And that's the way I like for it to work, so that when it comes on, it's just like that, and you don't have to wait for anything to cycle up. Boom, boom, boom. It's already ready to go. It looks like a machine gun. So that's the way. This is the one that I'm the most excited about, and this is the one that I'm probably going to start putting out there on the market. It does require a little bit of work. The good thing is it's easy to do. You just have to drill the hole straight all the way through because it's already there, but you just have to drill it through, and it takes what, all of like a minute, 2 minutes to do that. So, and then you just slide those things in there and you're good to go. And then have to run the wires. These wires are really thin, so it's easy to do that. And you know, the good thing is if you have an A10, that actually looks really good for an A10. Just that one. Put that there and it actually looks good because it flashes fast enough. That's the problem I've had with these, is that I haven't been able to find one that flashed at the right frequency, the frequency that I wanted it to flash at. So let's get to the blue one. The blue one looks cool too, but it's a different look. So it's not quite the same as what the other one is. It's a much slower frequency. It doesn't show as well on camera, but it does flash pretty good. So you can see it's still flashing quite a bit. So you can see what's going on. But it's hard to see on camera, but it does flash as it should, as a gun would. But the one that, like I said, the one I'm the happiest about is that, because that looks the most like a machine gun. Especially when it's coming right at you, and it doesn't matter if it's really bright light or if it's dark. And it's dark, you really see it, but if it's bright light, it really shows out too, so you can see it. So I need to look and see what's going on in the chat here, but that's that. So pretty pumped about that. I'm going to put together an actual video stating what it is that I'm going to do and what they work on and how much. This is one size. These are 3mm, so they'll fit inside of the guns on like a 1500 size plane, or maybe even a little bit bigger. But as you go bigger, there actually are some larger LEDs that are 5mm that you can put other places, or you could even put a 5mm here, just have it hanging on the outside. What I like about these is that they go inside the gun ports themselves, so it looks more realistic, like something actually flames coming out of there, and you can even have them set up to look like they're sticking out a little further. This one I like for like the slower style machine gun, or even if you had two. And again, the light's not really showing it very well, so you can't really see it. But but it's better than the other flash. So here, I'll just put the two side by side so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the fast flash on one side, and then I'll have the slow flash from the other style on the other. So you can see there. So let's see here. That. So there you go. So look. So now you see the difference. That's an actual like flashing gun. That's not. That's just kind of boring. So this is the one that I think is going to get the most attention. That's the one I'm going to put out there the most. So I get to see, and I'm going to actually put this on one of my planes. I don't know which ones yet, but I'm going to have guns on pretty much all my planes now because it just looks too cool. P-47, I'll have it on my P-47. I'll have it on PC-21. I might even put it on some of my jets because that just looks too cool. But anyway, that's that. That's part of what I was going to show off. And now let me go grab the other stuff out of the my RC closet that I have over here. Set that aside. Let me go grab that really quick, and I'll show you guys. But again, this is a shout out to Mr. Spencer Keith because he's the one who is going crazy over these things because he's pretty much retrofitted all of his planes to have these things. So I wanted to give him a shout out for that because it's him that's actually tested it and shown how good they are. So there's two of them. I have two different ones here, two different sizes, actually two different varieties. So the one that Spencer's using is this one, which is the Cyclone 80 millimeter 12 blade 1900 kV. And the cool thing about this is it's either 6S or 8S. And I'm sure you could probably even do 7S if you wanted to, but 8S is where it's the most impressive. I took these out of the package from that I got, the international package, but I didn't actually open it. So this is an actual unboxing here because I haven't actually opened it yet. This is, you know, you guys are basically seeing it as I'm opening it, which is kind of cool. And this is something that you don't see anybody do other than FMS. And RC Castle does it too, which is really cool. And it's just the little things. Look at this. They have a gift in here. This is a heat sink. I don't use them, but the fact that they included it as a gift, that says something about the company. Companies doing that actually give it, much I hate to say, they actually give a shit when they do this. Okay, they care. I like that. So good job on that, RC Castle. Raymond's actually a really cool guy. He actually messaged me direct when he saw that the mailman wasn't able to deliver. So they care. And it's the actual guy that runs the shop that sent this to me. So he said a gift, and on the top of that, he called me and said, hey, or reached out to me and said, hey, they tried to deliver it and they couldn't. So just letting you know, and I let him know what was going on. I let him know that I knew, which was cool. So, all right, so this is an ESC that I ordered, which is 8S capable for this fan. It's a free one. But they said this is part of the package, which is cool. And I guess I can look at this and see, and again, see it's still closed up. I haven't even opened it yet. But it's an 8S ESC, 120 amp. It's pretty small. It's a hobby wing. It looks pretty much like the one from FMS. So there's that. And then this is the fan. So let me get that out. This looks a lot like the Eflite fan, but it's a metal housing. So it's a combination of what free wing stuff, and I think this might be the older free wing, the older 8S, the older aluminum free wing housings. I don't know. I think there's a little bit that I might need to trim in there. But this looks like Eflite here. So does the rotor itself. But the cool thing is this. Look at this. This is a 36 millimeter motor. This is this is 1900 kV. So this is actually capable of 8S. So I'm looking at the chat here, seeing what y'all are talking about. But this is capable of 8S, which is that's a whole lot of power for a small plane. So see that these are flat here. There's a little bit that can still be done. If you can sharpen those up a little bit, it would make it even better. But this is a good looking fan. And it came with the gift, so that's cool. Shout out to Raymond at RC Castle, because they don't have to include that stuff as even if it's something that's like disposable, it doesn't matter. You didn't order it and they're giving it to you. So I think that's cool. Shout out to RC Castle for that. So that's the 8S. I don't exactly know what I'm going to put that in yet, but most likely it's going to be an L39. But something that's got the room and something that's going to be fast. There's that. That's one. And then I also ordered the 6S version, which is a 2350 kV, which is a different kV than anything else out there on the market right now. The ones on the market right now are 2000 kV, and then Xfly, which is 2300 kV, and these guys, 2350. So they're even more than all the others. They do look like it's the same kind of motor as what Freewing had. I mean, that was what FMS has. Oh, hey, this has got a gift too. Look at this. He sent me a rotor. This you can always use, so good to have that. So, well, you know, gift just for you. This is stuff that counts. I like that. Companies that do that show that they give a shit about the customer. I appreciate that. So, oh wait, there's another gift. So what? So I got 2 heat sinks. That's three things I didn't order that I got. That's cool. That's awesome. So anyway, so this looks very similar to the one I just showed you, but it is a different KV. This one's meant for 6S. I think this I might put in the Rafael, because the Rafael needs some weight in the tail, and it also needs a little bit more oomph. And I have these cups that are going to put on there too, so this will just be even better. So it's 3665, 2350 kV, and it looks just like Xfly in there. This is all, so I don't know what the footprint's like. This, again, this looks a lot like the older Freewing Inrunner fans from back in the days. But I don't think those were 36 millimeters. I think those were, or maybe they were. But this is a new style motor with an internal cooling fan, which is cool. That's just like the other FMS and E-Flite. Oh, E-Flite and FMS one and the same as far as those fans go, because the fans that they use in the E-Flite F18, I mean in E-Flite Viperjet was this motor, was the FMS motor with that fan. Just E-Flite put their name on it, but it was in FMS setup. This looks like the older Freewing housings. Metal's good because it's going to help dissipate heat, and it's also going to help cool off this motor and keep from deforming when you put it in the plane. So check that out. So this is going to be something going in. This is probably going to go in my Rafael, because that plane, I already have the cups for the exhaust. That alone helps, but then having a high performance, higher kV motor would be good too. So that's going to be there as well. So there you go. So that's some of the new stuff I got. I don't want to take up a whole lot more time, but that's what we are working with. And yeah, so that's that. So let me pause this camera, and then we are going to get back to the other stuff, and then I'm going to log out. So let's do that. Be back. All right, so we're back. I'm hoping I still got you guys here with me. So showing off a little stuff. Let me check out and see what you guys said. So let me go back and check the chat because I wasn't really keeping up with it. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm kind of pumped about the machine guns because that's something I've been trying to work on for a while. So shout the machine guns are 12 volts. Everything's 12 volts. Ooh, I hope I wasn't messed up there. Everything's 12 volts. What's up, GB? So Jameson, yes, and from what I can tell, I have that stuff upstairs. I just haven't gone to grab it yet. I think that is the older free wing. I think it's an older free wing. The older housings. So it might be, and that could be why they're just direct fit. And I have so many free wing planes, I could just put them in there. But yeah, so I'm going back and checking the chat, guys, and then I'm gonna get out of here. But GB, good to see you here, man. Yes, Shadow, the X-Flies are smooth, but so are the FMS. So this will be a combination of two. The free wings, free wing fans. What I dislike about free wing is that they're a little too far. They don't have a really good size lip, and they're kind of far, far forward. When they're further in, it draws the air in a little bit better. And there you go. So okay, so Jameson, that's probably what it is. 36 millimeter motor from there. You're probably right because it looks like the free wing that I remember having. Because back in the days, I had an in-runner setup for my that was from free wing for my MiG and for my F5, and they looked a lot like this. So I think you're right. I think you're right. I don't have an 1857 here anymore, but I used to. Shadow, I'm glad you're here, and too bad the ibuprofen kicked in. But CVO Hobo, if you order EMS, which I highly recommend, actually it didn't matter. It was EMS or the regular was the same price, and it wasn't that much. You can't get the stuff anywhere else, so paying that little bit of extra for shipping doesn't matter. And I had it here in 7 days from the day that I ordered it till it showed up. Now this is the thing that annoys me about my post office, though. They won't come to my door. They put it in my dang PO box, and instead of coming to the door and knocking, they put it in the PO box. So then I don't get it that day. I've got to go the next day to get it. But pretty quick. Fastest I've had stuff from RC Castle, believe it or not, actual 3 days. I ordered something EMS from them, a couple things EMS from them, and I got them in literally 3 days. I ordered them on a Monday and I had them on a Thursday. So this one I ordered, I don't remember what day, but I don't remember exactly what day, but I know it was 7 to 8 days, and it was here. And it was, a decent sized box. Jameson, I know you bought one, but I don't know if I sold the one. I had one. I had two that I've got. So I don't know if I still have that same one, but I'll have to check. And next time I'll go look. I have that stuff upstairs in my my EDF stash. But I had two of them, and I don't remember if I sold. I know I sold you one, but I don't know if I sold the other one. I can't remember. But they look like free wing, and if they are free wing, that's just going to be drop in, gone. That's going to be awesome. So I plan to do it in the possibly in the L39. And for sure, I'm going to do the 6S version in the Rafael because it needs that weight back there, and it needs that punch. And I have these cones too, so it'll be a good combo of both. I just bought an X-Fly 2300 KV2 that I'm going to be trying and some other stuff. So there's lots going on, lots to try. So that's it for us today. I'm already gone over a little more than I wanted to. I wanted to be done at like 7:30, but I got kind of amped up showing you all the stuff. So I'm going to do a couple more videos of the machine guns and start putting those out there for people to purchase. And I'll put some on my jets. It just takes a couple LEDs to put in a jet. Would be great for the A10. Joel, put one in there. Anybody has an A10 and they want to try it out, let me know. Got to be the bigger, the 80 or the 180 or the 70 or the 80. I think the 80 would be best. But let me know. You want to try it out. But yeah, those tubes help a lot on the Rafale. So I'm gonna put those on. What's up, Hangar 51? So that's that, y'all. Thanks for being here. What's happening, Mr. Kenny? What's up? And I'm gonna do an actual video showing what the guns are, all the different varieties, because I am gonna get rid of those, sell all those others too. It just depends on what you want. If you want the fast guns, the slow guns, doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm gonna set it up for y'all. But I'm also gonna try to do something from the air show over the weekend, so you guys can see. But that's it. I will talk to y'all next week with some more new and exciting stuff. I'll have an actual plane mocked up with stuff in there. So thanks to all y'all for being here, and I'm going to cue porno music and have it on for a little bit, and then see you guys there in the chat. And once the numbers start dwindling, I will shut it down. But adios, y'all. Thanks for being here. For all of y'all, I don't know what it was. Before you leave, hit the smash the like button. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those things. And check out my videos, share them, look at my merch, buy it, send them as gifts, whatever. Check it all out. Thanks, y'all. So since we're here, Spencer, if you're still here, throw some of those videos in the links there, the links in the chat there, so people can see those fans in action. All right, y'all. Adios.